Hello, my name is Isaac. I'm an artist that specializes in relief printmaking. And today I'm going to be showing you how I make my prints. Whenever I show my art to people, friends, family, whoever, they're usually confused on how I made it. And when I tell them that it's a relief print, they still have no idea how I made it. The way I like to describe relief printmaking is that I'm basically making a large, fancy stamp. The kind of relief printmaking that I do involves using a sharp metal carver to carve away at a flat surface. The carved away area is what's going to be white on the page, and the area that I don't carve is where the ink is going to be, and there's going to be color on the page. Today I will be making a print of an air plant. I like growing air plants at my house. I'm going to be choosing one to make a print of, and I've decided that I'm going to be making a print of my big Zero Graphica air plant. And now I'm going to sketch it out. Even though I don't use my sketches to make my prints, sketching my subject helps me figure out how I'm going to carve it later. Now that I'm done sketching, I'm going to take some photos of my Zero Graphica air plant. After uploading my photos to my computer and editing them, I've decided that I prefer the side shot, and I'm going to go print that out now. Today I'm going to be using a 6x6 inch rubber carving block. I like this kind that I buy at Blick in particular because it's easy to carve, but it's also hard enough that it makes it easy to print with it. Now I'm painting the block with tempera paint so that when I transfer the image on and I'm carving it later, it doesn't smudge. Now that the block is dry, I'm cutting out the image to transfer onto the block. I'm going to use transfer paper to transfer the image onto the block. I like to reuse this graphite transfer paper, and I have a 6x6 inch piece that I use from an old print. Now I'm going to tape the transfer paper on the block, and then I'm going to tape the image on top of the transfer paper. Now I'm going to use a cheap ballpoint pen to trace over the image, which will transfer it onto the block. Now I'm going over the block, drawing on the areas that I missed while tracing. And now it's time to carve. I use a Speedball linoleum cutter that comes with various size carving blades. In my recent prints, I've only been using the smallest carving blades so I can do a lot of small, intricate details. I always start by carving the general shape or outline of my pictures. This gives me a guide that I can base my smaller details off of. Now that I'm done with the outline, I'm carving the leaves with long flowing lines to give them movement and make them look more 3D. In the areas that I want to be lighter, I'm carving the lines closer together, and in the darker areas, I'm leaving the lines further apart. And now it's time for the test print. To make my test print, I need ink, my plexiglass sheet to spread the ink on, my foam roller to apply the ink to the printing block, and my scrap piece of paper that I'm going to rub on top of the block with my rubber roller. And ooh, I like how it came out, but I don't know if I want to keep the background in it. So now I'm taking a photo of it, and I'm going to edit the background out using Photoshop to see what it would look like without a background. And I really like how it looks with no background, so I need my Speedball cutter again so I can carve out the background. I want to make this print in a dark green color, so I have to mix my ink. And now I'm going to make a print out of Bristol paper, a very thick, sturdy paper, almost like card. Now I'm going to use a box cutter to cut out the print so that I can use the outline in Bristol paper to put over my print while I'm applying the ink so that my prints look nice moving forward. Now I'm going to take off the cardboard back of my pack of paper that I'm going to use for my special printmaking hack. To ensure that my prints are in the middle of the paper every single time, I mark out the cardboard with tape so I can always put the ink block in the center of the clean piece of cardboard. And now it's time to make the final print. done now. I'm really excited because when I was making this print, I was worried that it wasn't gonna turn out well. One thing that I've noticed with my prints is that when I think they aren't gonna come out well, they usually surprise me. At least I like them. I think they come out well. I hope you think the same. As I just showed you, I did my little reveal of the print, and that's something I always do. I always set it up nicely with some things around it. Sometimes I set it up with like the tools I use to make the print around it, but this time, actually I really like the way it came out this time with the air plants. Now that I'm done filming, the final steps are still to come. Is I did a whole photo shoot of it that I'm gonna upload to my Instagram, and you can check that out. After I've taken those photos, I need to edit them. I open up Lightroom, I use that. And then after that, this video doesn't just download off the camera. I have to now edit the video, put that together, and then I'm gonna upload that. So that's the whole process. That's how I make my prints, film them a little bit. And if there's something else about the process that you're interested in knowing about, please let me know in the comments. And don't forget to check out my Instagram and my Etsy, where you can see more photos of this print, and also my TikTok, where I make some more fun short videos. So thank you so much for staying to this part of the video. I hope you've learned something, and maybe this has inspired you to take up printmaking. So have a nice day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.